I wish that every single time I tried to work with people, I made a banger, but that didn't happen every single time, and it definitely didn't happen for a long time, until I went through all these unsuccessful collaborations. So before I get to the point talking about like ways you can avoid it and the kind of things that happen when it's unsuccessful, what makes it unsuccessful, realize that the unsuccesses actually have a lot of super mega value for you, whether it's unsuccessful because you couldn't bring something and you weren't able to elevate the project, or the other person didn't quite excite you, or it wasn't a right fit. Those unsuccesses absolutely put me in the position to be able to make successful decisions and get into successful collaborations. So that's why you should listen to this, okay? So the first thing, and this one can honestly clear everything if you really, really, really get this one down, because the lack of clear objectives will kill the project in so many different ways. So like, I think the biggest one that a lot of people don't point out is like, if you just want to have fun, bro, and you don't want to like have the pressure of making something really good, original, or authentic, or advancing, like music and whatever the frick, then just do it. Just have fun, but like understand that before you start, and understand it as you're doing it, and understand it as you go. And if you at some point want to change the gears or revisit, you always can. But make that clear objective. Like decide, I just want to have fun today, and then have fun today so that you can be in fun mode. But if one day you say, no, I really want to focus, I really want to challenge myself and flesh this out, I want to make those lyrics not feel shallow. I want them to be more specific. I want this mix to freaking punch. How am I going to do that? I'm going to figure it out. Can you have those clear objectives and those collaborations? Is this band going to just fucking jam for 8 minutes straight? Or is it going to decide and talk between each other, the dynamics, and play a little lower, get to the details, get to the important shit, if that's what you want to do. But if you just want to play and have fun, decide that too, but don't have people sitting around waiting on you, expecting something without having already discussed and being clear. You'd be surprised how much that is neglected, especially in amateur and up-and-coming DIY musician projects, especially. It's very important. Lack of clear objectives. Know what you want to do. Decide it. And stick to it. Okay. 2, this is very important. The presence of substances. If somebody has to be drunk, somebody has to be high, I question the value of the art for me. Other people can connect to it. However, with or without that knowledge, probably it wouldn't really matter for most people. I don't know. But personally, I can't make music with people like that. Just like way off one. Trust me, I've enjoyed a couple glasses of wine with my friends, but we were able to communicate our ideas and speak coherently. I've been in situations where I couldn't do that. Where people like, you couldn't fucking figure out what they were saying. They were out of tune and acting as if they were like, they were the problem, just. And then there's just like illegal stuff too. Just, come on, that shit's a joke. Don't put that shit in your body. If you're gonna do anything, honestly, for music, smoke weed. Smoke a little bit of it. Don't do the card stuff. If you're gonna do it, do it really light. Don't be like a little freaking pan-fried brain boy. Keep the alcohol low. Everything else is a joke. Nicotine and stuff, honestly. Shout out to Siggy, to be honest, every here and there, bro. Yeah. But you just gotta have a good relationship. You just don't want to let anyone overboard. You don't want to let yourself be overboard. You don't want to let anyone. Just don't do it, bro. You want to be present with your art, right? Like, you want to bring your presence to it. You want to be able to be not in control of it, but to let the wonderful stream of curiosity reach you and use your body and work through you. Be ready for that. Be prepared for that. Don't pollute yourself. You want to focus and do what you love. So that brings us to the third one. Is The barrier to depth. What is the barrier to depth? Well, when I had unsuccessful collaborations or the work wasn't going the direction that I felt it needed to, it was because I wasn't deeply connecting with what was working. It didn't feel like anyone was connecting, me or the person or people involved. And it was always because there was a barrier within the people in the project, whether it was the barrier of not willing to say, oh, I don't like this idea, or the person who came up with the idea to unwillingly, no, just being unwilling to let go and transition, change your mind. It's a poison, bro. Like, really, 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 really bad, 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 bad. Those barriers that we have for ourselves, the fear, that's another barrier. It keeps us from depth. It keeps us from understanding ourselves. It's like right there. It's like this has so much left until you strike that diamond, bro. One more cobblestone block and you got a diamond. Barrier to depth, that's what I feel like it is. Just address those, whether you're like, you're unconfident. I don't know whether shit pops up, bro, honestly. It's kind of funny. I had to delete a video because I didn't like it, but I'm not going to get rid of this one. It's too long. But, yeah. Examine your barriers. See what keeps you from being vulnerable. Everyone has to be vulnerable. Everyone has to understand what you're feeling. Non-negotiable. Trust me. You don't get that one. Good luck. No one's going to be interesting, to be honest. Okay, number 4. This one's interesting. I kind of ate with this one, bro. Childless play. Childless play. So you can have fun as an adult, bro. For some people, that's like going out to dinner and having like a 30-minute conversation. For me, childless play is that, but like playing like a child is like acting silly, like just doing shit and just like not fucking caring. And people care and they try to act cool and they try to like, just don't do it, bro. You have to have fun. You have to be really like, you have to break the ice with people. You usually have to do it first by saying a joke that really wasn't that funny to them, but you found it funny and fell flat. You gotta do shit like that. You gotta do everything, bro. You gotta do everything to keep the energy up. You really gotta play. You really gotta be weird. Be weird with your people, bro. Establish a really good connection. And if you can't be really weird, at least be really, exchange that for depth. Like, get to know them really well. Get to know what they care about in art really well. Get to know their ambitions really well. If you aren't going to be a playful collaborator, if you're going to be playful, don't be an adult fun. Be like a kid fun. Okay, I think I'm finally getting to the end of tonight's video span because I'm really tired now. Disbelief and distrust. That's the last one. This is a really big killer, bro. Disbelief in yourself. Disbelief in the potential of the other. Disbelief in you being able to weather the creative rewards. Being able to weather judgment. Distrust in your growth. Distrust in compensation reaching. Distrust. Disbelief. You need to believe, bro. You love your art. Or broette. Either of you. Schlong or not, I want the best for you. So, if you find these, get the fuck out. Change it. Be more fun. Don't be around that person, There's a lot of different ways to move around, but if you notice these, I guarantee you you're not making the art you should be. And it's a learning curve.